always look forward to this time when I get to delve back into local history. And, of course, we do that with Harold Peacock from History Out There. And he's on the line this morning. Good morning, mate.
Good morning, Damo. How are you getting excited for Christmas?
Oh, I certainly am, man. I love the Christmas stories that you are finding. I don't know how you find them, but you do find them. And today we're going back during the Depression times on the Darling Downs, in particular to Dalby, where there was a Santa Claus who had a few problems.
Yeah, that's right. But before I start, I just want to ask you a quick question.
Yes?
Why did Father Christmas go see a psychiatrist?
I have no idea.
He stopped believing in himself.
Oh, dear.
But anyway, getting back to Dalby.
Yes.
Right, in 1934, and this is sticking to the true theme of Christmas.
Yes.
In 1934, Mr. Joseph Garrett, he was the most popular person at the parish hall of the St. John's Church of England in Dalby. That's because on the 9th of December that year, exactly 91 years ago tonight, he was a Santa Claus impersonator and was handing out the toys. So everyone loved him.
Of course.
Now, Garrett had won the right to be Santa after, for the previous 2 years, competing and sharing the duties with William Knowles, who was the son-in-law of a long-term Dalby alderman. But what the children didn't know was that the Santa that night had the cloud of death about him, and it wasn't going away. You see, Garrett had already been married 3 times. His first young wife, Gertrude, had died suddenly in Dalby, so he married again. His second young wife, Margaret, also died suddenly in Dalby. And Garrett married for a 3rd time, and he was always going to Brisbane to make his next selection. And this time it was only weeks before his Father Christmas impersonation that I'm telling you about.
Right.
His 3rd wife, Dorothy, she survived the marriage, but not long after the wedding day, her father, Garrett's 3rd father-in-law, Ernie Hopgood, who'd been a star rugby union fullback in Toowoomba, you might remember him.
Yeah.
Well, he suddenly died.
Oh.
Now, Garrett's own father, Joshua, had died suddenly shortly after the death of Garrett's second wife, which meant there was no financial report for the Dalby Rugby League that month because Garrett was a treasurer.
Oh.
Now, Garrett was also a partner in the big grocery and hardware firm Welch and Garrett on Cunningham Street in Dalby. What was strange was that just weeks after the death of his second wife and father, Garrett was quoted in the Dalby Herald as being very excited about how good the Christmas sales were.
Right.
You know, there didn't seem to be too much mourning going on at all, you know, just as long as business was good, I suppose. But then again, Garrett was certainly accustomed to the shadow of death and disaster. It followed him everywhere. Because shortly after Garrett's 3rd marriage and his impersonation of Santa, his 16-year-old son, Harry, was run over by a motor lorry in Dalby, suffering head and internal injuries. Then shortly after that, Garrett's young sister-in-law, Heather, she died in Dalby, and she'd only been married into the family for 3 years. And then after that, Garrett's sister, Lillian, who worked at the Dalby Hospital, she also died at the Dalby Hospital, so she didn't have far to go. But she was also a relatively young woman.
Oh.
So Damien, when you're getting your photo with Santa this year, especially if you're in Dalby, maybe just ask him about the health of his family. You see, ever since the thrice married Joseph Garrett 91 years ago, you just can't be too sure, can you?
Well, no, and if I was anyone else in that family, I'd move out and change my family.
Yeah, that's right. And then go see a psychiatrist because you've got to believe in yourself no matter what family you're in.
Yes, thank you for that dad joke. But anyway, but yeah, what a surprising story to think all of those deaths. Jeez, it's amazing.
Yeah, that's right. It's surprising when you research history and family history and social history, what things jump out. And with the benefit of hindsight, you can put all these pieces together. So you asked, how do I find these Father Christmas stories and so on? a lot of reading, but the Darling Downs is really rich with history because it's been around for so long and so many interesting people have lived here.
Yep, it certainly has. And, of course, if anybody's got a lead that they would like followed up, and we've had one come through, since you've been on the program, and you found a lot about that particular family, but maybe somebody would like to know a bit more about their family or a historical event. All they have to do is email us the basic details to us here at 4akbrekkie@gmail.com, and we'll pass them on to you, won't we?
Absolutely, and I love doing that because it's uncovering history that would otherwise be forgotten, and that's what we do on this program, isn't it?
That's exactly. We've got to keep history alive.
That's right, and make sure there's history out there.
That's right, and that's where you can jump on to the website and read that story and many others that Harold has told about the Darling Downs. So you'll be posting that story up about Friday?
Absolutely, Friday every week. Post this story, and there'll be photos and things there for all the characters you hear about it. But all my socials see history out there. They all point to the website historyouthere.com.
There you go. Well, mate, we've got one more to go this year.
Oh, look, it's gone so fast. So I don't know whether there'll be another Father Christmas story next week. We'll see.
We'll have a little look, but I look forward to it no matter what it is. And, mate, always good to catch up with you, and you have a great week.
See you then.